Going on YouTube? My name is Pablo and I am a car addict. Today I am on day 3 of a water fast, so I am a little bit hungry. I'm a little bit crazy for food. I feel a little fucking psychotic, honestly, because I haven't eaten food for 3 days. Don't ask me why. Guess I'm trying to do a little bit of a healthy challenge with my wife and I sign up for this stuff. So yeah, I'm on day 3, no food, only water, electrolytes and all that. If you want to if you guys want to look it up, you can look up 3-day water fast. Break my fast tonight at 9 p.m. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you guys would break your fast with, and also let me know, if you guys were on death row, what would be your final meal. That's how I feel. I think I would have a ribeye steak, bone-in, medium, with a little char on top, with some 3 fried eggs on top, along with a New York style pizza pie, and for dessert, a plate of homemade brownies. I think that would be my final meal. Anyway, getting that out of the way, really hope that I could drive without passing out and get to work safely. Not sure if driving today was the best idea, but I did want to bring you guys a video on my humble opinion about the Jeep SRT versus the Jeep Trackhawk. I think that's a pretty popular debate. I think it's something that probably a lot of guys that are in the market for an SRT think about, whether or not they should just get the SRT or get a Trackhawk. Obviously, I also thought the same thing. So I just wanted to bring you guys my humble opinion on my perspective. What's going on with this guy? Come on. Oh, he's stopping to drop somebody off. My humble opinion on, the differences of the two, why I chose the SRT over the Trackhawk. In the future, why I would get a Trackhawk, let's say. But I think one of the main reasons why I got the SRT over the Trackhawk is in buying the SRT, I was buying a clean platform for myself. I was buying a 6.4 liter V8 motor that I could modify however I wanted. I could add a blower down the line. I could do all of those mods, make it my own, and then down the road in a couple of years, if I choose to, which I don't think I will, just because I'm scared of forced induction, I could supercharge it, I could turbocharge it, I could go crazy with it. If you're new to the channel, this car is a 2020 Jeep SRT. It has 11,800-ish miles. I have done a lot of naturally aspirated mods to the car. Cold air intake, high flow throttle bodies, chip tune, Cook's headers, to a Cook's mid pipe, to a Borla type S exhaust. That for me has been a perfect package. The car is really, really responsive. The car really rips on the higher RPM ranges, and I know that I could get in it and just have a reliable type of car that I could drive every day without having to worry about blowing a pulley or just kind of romping on a really fast supercharged car that would eventually, with the wear and tear, cause me to have to do more maintenance. And I think that's another reason why I chose the SRT over the Trackhawk, was because naturally when you have a higher horsepower car, you have a supercharger in there, more things are gonna break and more things are gonna require maintenance. That's just the nature of the beast. When you have all of that forced air going into the engine, more things are gonna wear and tear, whether it be the inside, the seals, the gaskets, oil changes, all that stuff. And with I don't know, I think it's like 700 and something horsepower, you're gonna be tempted to romp on the car. Let's be honest. Like if I had that kind of car, I would be romping on it every day, and eventually I'm gonna have to do a little bit more maintenance than I would on a 6.4 liter V8 motor, which is not going to require as much maintenance as any force induced car. And that's been my experience with owning force induction cars. You know, maybe because I'm a little bit more anal. And what's up with these people today? Just stopping everywhere. What's going on? Over. Thank you. Whatchamacallit, what was I saying? Yeah, like it's been my experience that, you know, with the force induced cars, you just have to maintain them more because more things break. And for me, at least, I like to keep my cars 100%. So, you know, when I force induced my Volkswagen R32 back in the day, I mean, I had the car in the shop once a month to like change this or change that, or keep an eye on this, keep an eye on that, you know, oil leaks and gasket leaks and all that stuff. Oh, nice. This is I think this is a Hellcat over here. Hellcat Red Eye. Cool. So yeah, so for me, the ability to have a, you know, V8 car that is quick, because this car is no slouch at all, does 0 to 60 probably now in, you know, mid to low 4s, which is fast. I can't ask for more, honestly. It's just, it gives me more peace of mind to have this kind of car that I can upgrade if I choose to, as opposed to buying a car out the box that's stupid fast and eventually either might get me into more trouble with accidents and speeding tickets, or might, you know, require me to come more out of pocket for maintenance, which is, you know, like, you know, nowadays all these car parts are super expensive. Maintaining these cars, even this car, isn't cheap. Yes, I have warranty, but I don't trust dealerships. My experience has been that, you know, these guys that work on your car, they just treat it, I don't want to be vulgar, but they treat it very poorly. You know, they abuse the shit out of these cars. So I have gotten the car maintained at a private shop. I go to a shop, Tyro Sport, in Ridgewood, Queens. You know, they've always worked on my cars. They're not necessarily an American shop, an American car shop, but they're just really good mechanics. And the owner over there is just a really good guy that won't work on a car unless he knows that he can. So I got freaking highway patrol in front of me, obviously. But anyway, yeah, like another reason why I chose the SRT over the Trackhawk was the price. You know, a Trackhawk, you know, back in 2020 when I got this car, would have ran me about 100 or 110K, which I think is just a lot of money for a car. And I didn't want to spend that much money on a car. So I looked at the SRT and I said to myself, okay, you know, I can get this car for like 70, which I did. I got it like 70, 71 after shipping and after taxes. Back in 2020, right before shit hit the fan with COVID and everything closing down. So I got the car right in time for that. I get myself a awesome V8 motor in an SUV, which I always harp on that, but that's part of the reason why I got it. And I can have a little bit more of a refined ride. And by refined, I mean something that I could cruise on the highway and not have it be choppy, not have it be extra noisy with the supercharger whine, and just something I could enjoy day in and day out, with the ability to go crazy modifying it if I wanted to. If any of you guys are watching this video that own Trackhawks, I would really love to hear your experience on, number one, reliability and how many miles you guys have and how much maintenance you guys have had to do. And number two, how comfortable is the ride in reality on a day-to-day basis? Because I have not driven a Trackhawk. The closest thing that I did own was a 2015 Cadillac CTSV wagon with a stick. Ay, ay, ay. You know, that car was a 6.2 liter V8 supercharged, might be the same motor for all I know. And that car was really fast, really fast. Didn't handle that well. I think Cadillac could have done a better job at just making it feel a little bit more stiff. because yes, it would be super fast in the, you know, straight line, but when it came to handling like in the twisties, it was a little bit wobbly. Get a pull in here. At least I got a little fun in there. Yeah, so yeah, I would love to hear from you guys that do own Trackhawks, and just how comfortable is the ride? Is it like something you could take on a road trip and be comfortable? I'm sure it is, but I'm just afraid, man. I'm afraid of cars that are like already force induced. I just feel they're gonna have more problems. Maybe that's my own trauma in those experiences that make me feel that way. But another reason why I got the SRT was I like to be unique. I like to be a car owner that expresses himself through his car. I think that's probably that probably goes for everybody watching these videos that I'm making. I think it's really cool for, let's say, you know, for a guy to be rolling around in like an E30 3 Series that he has, you know, a wide body kit on it with some cool BBS wheels and like a DTM exhaust, and just the customizability of cars is something that I've always looked favorably upon, just because it's a way to express yourself, you know. It's a way to have fun. It's a way to be unique. So I felt that in owning an SRT, I could do with it whatever I wanted, because the car wasn't already maxed out. And I'm sure you can go crazy with a Trackhawk as well, but it probably won't be your daily driver at that point, because if you're pushing, you know, 1,000 plus horsepower, you know, meth injection and all this stuff, you probably can't be driving that car every day. And if you do, you're gonna probably run into more problems. And I say this, you know, owning cars and modifying them for close to 20 years now, which is crazy to say that. But having some sort of car that you can improve upon while keeping it reliable and having it be comfortable for your day-to-day life is something that I really enjoy and I really look into when I buy cars. So yeah, that's another big reason for why I got the SRT. You know, for any of you guys that are watching, if you guys can please smash up those like buttons. It helps the channel a lot. It helps the videos get out to other guys that are interested in these kind of videos. If you would consider subscribing, that would be awesome as well. I really like to make these videos for you guys, and even though I'm on a freaking 3-day fast right now, on day 3, I wanted to make this video to kind of escape from that hunger and from that rage that I feel for eating anything and everything I get my hands on. So if you guys could subscribe, that would be cool. Smash up those likes, that would be cool. Leave me any comments that you guys are curious about, or good comments, bad comments, criticisms. I'll respond to anything, and I'll take anything into consideration for future videos. I did do a Hamptons video recently, driving through the Hamptons in Long Island, New York. If you guys want to check that out, it's a little bit of a longer video, but you know, you guys get some nice scenery. You know, my wife and I go back and forth about cars, which was cool to do for the first time. And yeah, it was a cool experience to, you know, shoot a video with her in the car. And she also likes cars, you know, doesn't know much about the details and like the, you know, specifics between models and SRT or Trackhawk and this and that, but she does like cars, which is cool for me. And yeah, if you guys own an SRT and are considering a Trackhawk, let me know why you would consider a Trackhawk over the SRT. Sure, the you know, Trackhawk is, if you want a just balls to the wall fastest car on the road, absolutely splurge on a Trackhawk, 100%. And I thought about that too as well. Like, okay, if I get the Trackhawk, you know, minus going up against a 911 Turbo or a Lambo or a Ferrari or something crazy, I probably would be the fastest car on the road. But I'm done competing, man, you know? I'm done competing with people. I want to have fun, be safe, have something I could modify and enjoy and love, not worry about it being in the shop every month and a half or some other dumb shit that I broke or that is close to breaking. Because I know myself. I get a Trackhawk, I'm going to drive the thing like a fucking lunatic. That's just the reality of the person that I am when I drive. So yeah, so I chose the SRT. I don't regret it one bit. I think anybody who is against the fence about owning either car should go and drive both. Or if you have a friend or a relative that has a Trackhawk or an SRT, drive it extensively, take it on the highway, drive it in the streets, feel them out, because I'm sure they are two very similar cars, one of them being obviously a lot faster in the Trackhawk, but that speed is going to come at a compromise, at comfort, at reliability, at drivability. That's just the reality. But I mean, if you don't have a budget, if money is no object, if you have other cars that you can drive reliably and have fun with, absolutely go get a Trackhawk, go crazy. You can modify that thing to like 1200 horsepower from what I've read and seen. So that would be, I think, the best option for that. But if you want a car that's day in and day out going to be more reliable, is a little bit more of a smooth, comfortable ride, you can drive the car smoothly and you can drive the car like a maniac and have it be fun. If you want to probably get a little better gas mileage, I would imagine, because I'm sure the Trackhawk being a V8 and a supercharger, you're gonna probably blow through more gas. Definitely consider the SRT. And like I said, if you guys have any way to drive either of them or both back to back, that would be the best way to compare it. There's nothing like driving the car that you are going to own. Quite honestly, I did not test drive this car before. I got it sight unseen. I got it car undriven. I'd never had driven a Jeep SRT. I'd never driven an SRT car. I'd only driven a Wrangler and a Durango, like I've mentioned in previous videos. So I got it. I was like, oh shit, am I gonna like this car, man? I hope. But I fucking love it. I love it. I don't regret my choice one bit. I don't regret not getting a Trackhawk, you know, for the reasons that I already explained in this video. Anyway, I am late for work, as always. I hope you guys found this video informative. Yeah, informative and fun, and taking you through a journey through the concrete jungle, as always. If you guys enjoyed this video, please smash up those like buttons. Consider subscribing, please. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought. Let me know your opinions on SRT versus Trackhawk. I'm sure they are endless, and I would love to hear perspectives of you guys. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. This is Pablo again from Drivers Anonymous, and I hope to see you guys again in another video. All right, guys, take care.